morning friends, and welcome back to my channel. Or if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Carrington. Big huge special welcome to you. I hope that you will consider hitting that subscribe button, clicking the little bell to be notified of all my future uploads, as well if this is your 10th time, 100th time, 50th time, second time here and you still have not yet hit that subscribe button or click the little bell, then definitely go ahead and do so. You've obviously come and watched these videos a few different times, so go ahead, click that subscribe button, hit the little bell, and let's go ahead and let's get into another palette. Yes, if you are new here, then this month I am doing testing out new to me eyeshadow palettes. These may be new to the market, these may be old to the market. I'm doing a wide variety of just testing out new palettes. Now, yesterday I did my very first Juvias Place quad. We did a review on that. Today is going to be day number 2, and for day number 2 I want to use the Juvias Place the Rebel Mints. So yesterday I used the Army. Today I am doing the Mints, and here's what it looks like. I'm kind of like, this looks like a silver to me, which is kind of interesting. But we will go ahead and we will swatch these. These do not have shade names, I'm pretty sure. Last one, I'm pretty sure didn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So here are the shades. So I thought this first one, which is this one right here, was going to be a silver. It definitely looks like a very like light, kind of like a mint shimmer. Maybe like a more like a, it's more like a chameleon shade. So it's like a whitish with like a green shift, with like kind of like a light mint green kind of a shift. Kind of reminds me of like a seafoam green. This right here is definitely like a mint shimmer. You have the lightest matte in the palette. It does seem to have some pretty decent pigment. And then here's the darkest, and that one definitely has some very good pigment. So I'm gonna go ahead, prime my eyes off of camera, and then come back so we can go ahead and get started. I'm definitely going to be using all of these colors. So yeah, I will be right back. All right, so I am back. So let's go ahead and start with the first shade. We're gonna go into this shade right here, the lightest of the mint. Take that on a big fluffy brush. There is some kick up in the pan, but honestly, for as much as I have on my brush, there's really not a lot. I mean, it's some slight kick up. So let's see, let's hope. Let me try packing first. See if maybe that'll help any. Okay. Well, yeah. I feel like packing this first shade is definitely the way to go. Okay, now that I've really like packed that shade on, I'm going to get some more from like the palette. And this time I'm gonna focus on just kind of like adding it in there, but while like blending as well. See how well that works. Oh yeah, that works perfectly. I will say for this being like a light like pastel mint, because you know pastels and mints can sometimes be a little bit hard to formulate, but also hard for them to like show up. But I found like the best way is to just like really pack it on and then go with a second layer and then just start blending it out, and that seems to be working out perfect. So next let's go into like this like darker mint shade, the only other matte we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start packing this in the outer corner. So that's like my very, oh yeah, it's like really nice. Start really packing that in the outer corner. And then I'm just going to slowly just kind of start to like build that up and then bring that up higher up into my crease. So I want a little bit more added depth and dimension of the overall eye, and I really like that actually. So just packing again some more on like the outer corner, and then just lightly blending the shade that I had brought out into the crease. So next I'm going to go into this like darkest shimmer shade, and we are going to focus this kind of like in the middle, what do I want to say, middle portion of the eye to like the outer portion of the eye. Okay, so not like, okay. This is not necessarily like as intense. I mean, like, it looks okay. Okay, let me try. Okay, got my finger. Let me get some setting spray. It falls all over the floor. I'm gonna like wet my finger. Okay, got a wet finger. And let's see if that makes a difference. I feel like that helped out slightly, having it wet. It could be, I don't know if it's like because it's wet or because I've just like, you know, applied like 3 layers. But it's not terrible. So then I'm going to go into the lightest shade, which looks like a silver, but contrary to popular belief, it is not. It's like a light green chameleon kind of like shade. Okay, let me try again with like the wet finger. Okay, here it is, wet. Yeah, I guess wet. I think maybe like a wet brush would maybe work the best for these shades. Okay. All right, so shimmer formula in this one probably like is not my favorite, but it's all right. So I'm not gonna go do my other eye off of camera, do the rest of my face off of camera, and then I will come back to give you my final thoughts. All right, so I'm back with the completed and final look. What do you guys think? I really went for something really light. Like, my face is just nothing but like cream products. I think I only sat underneath my eyes. The bronzer is from my Shop My Stash. The blush, kind of a shade. I did like a little bit of a mixture. I mixed both of the cream blushes from my Shop My Stash. And I will link that video down below, so that way you guys can definitely go and like check out what all the products are, because I did not actually pick my own makeup. If you guys are like, what? Yeah, no, I actually did not pick my own makeup. My 7-year-old daughter, I guess she's 8 now. It's really sad. It's really sad. My 8-year-old daughter picked all my products. So we did like a little game where she had to like figure out her numbers and try to figure out like words, you know, and we did that. So I'll leave that video linked down below. It was tons of fun. That was probably like one of her first times ever being on camera, so she was definitely nervous and shy. I had no idea what to do, but that's fine. She was 7 at the time, you know, turning 8. Just kid. But then I did not have like a cream highlighter. I had a powder and then I had a Super Shock. I did not know how well the Super Shock was going to go, so I used Jaclyn Hill cream highlighter. This was not in my Shop My Stash, but I did use that. I do kind of want to see like how well like the Super Shock, I think, can you guys tell I'm like getting quite a bit of use out of that, how well like that goes without any powder. Does it like doesn't appear to really be disrupting anything. I'm just like lightly like tapping it in, and it's definitely like these Super Shocks are really like a really glittery formula, but I don't notice that it's like breaking apart anything. Yeah, no, I think that does fine. I think that does fine. Without, like, I guess I didn't really need to pull in the Jaclyn highlight one. I could have really just went in with the Super Shock, but I didn't go in with like, okay, well, there goes the Jaclyn highlighter. right. So yeah, I guess I didn't really need to like, you know, pull out the Jaclyn highlighter. I feel like the Super Shock worked fine. Again, I'm not like super familiar with like the Super Shock formula. It's not a highlighter that I'm normally like reaching into, but I think now I'm blinding. So, which is where I like to be. As for lips, I did a interesting lip combo. So for my lip liner, I initially lined all of the lip with this color right here. This is a ColourPop lip liner in Brink. And then I kind of filled in like the outer portions of my lid. But then for the center of my lids, I went into Oh Snap in the center. And then I covered it all with the Laura Lee Los Angeles lip gloss and eBug. This was also in my Shop My Stash, but these weren't. My daughter picked like a lot of very like neutral kind of things. And they all were kind of like neutral brown. Like she just likes what she likes. And so I really wanted to do something a little bit like this is brown, but I wanted to do something a little bit more like a pinkyish kind of a brown. And then just top this with a gloss. I really have been loving doing that lately. Like taking like two like different colored lip liners and like outlining with the darkest, filling in the corners with the darkest, filling this in like the lightest on the center, and then just going over with the gloss. I have been loving that. That's like my go-to like lip thing right now. I don't know. I love it. But everything else that I used is from this month's Shop My Stash. I didn't mix up anything else. Let me know what you guys think of this look down below. So let me just give you my final thoughts on this palette. So I think the mattes performed so well, especially because like when you swatch this one, okay, it looks so light, and then you swatch it and it's like so hard to see. But I found that like the best way for me to apply it to really get that pigmentation is to take, you know, whatever brush, pack it on, and then go in with a second layer with product and then start blending. I found that to be really good. This one I had no issues with working with. Again, I really found that like the packing it and then going in with a second layer was the best for these mattes. In terms of shimmer, I really don't feel like they gave like the oomph that I'm looking for. You know, like I really had to like layer on these two shades. And what's interesting to me is like this looks silver, but it's very much like a chameleon, like you can see that, like it looks silver, but like it's like a chameleon green. Like, I don't know. So I was like really like shocked by this because I was like, a silver, what exactly am I going to do with this silver? And so I quickly found out that it was more of like a chameleon green, but both of these really took some layering. I think I had to like layer like 2 or 3 times with just a finger. And then I had to like, if I wanted to like more intensity, I did find that like instead of going up with like 3 or 4 layers, I could just like swipe my finger and wet it with some setting spray, kind of like you would a wet brush, you know, but you can do it with your fingers as well. It's just kind of disappointing. They were just like very lackluster to me. Especially for like Juvia's Place formula. Like I feel like a lot of times like their shimmers are incredible. These were just a little bit more muted. Which is fine. Some people don't want like a very like super intense shimmer. I do. I know some people don't, and that's fine. So for me, I do like this palette. I thought the mattes were incredible. Like I think this is probably one of the best mint formula, especially like a pastel mint formula for mattes that I've tried. Definitely up there in some of the best. It was just the shimmers that were a little bit lackluster, but honestly, I feel like a lot of companies make like great shimmer quality that honestly, if you're wanting something that has like a really good pastel, you know, mint shades that are mattes, you definitely go ahead, check this out. And then if you are like, yeah, I want more Favoom or pizzazz, you can reach into like almost any other palette. Like I like, it's not like Juvia's Place is the only one that makes these. But I think that for mattes, I think that is one of the best formulas for a mint that I have tried. So overall, I was decently impressed. The shimmers were a little bit underwhelming, but I got it there. I got it to like that Vavoom I was wanting. You know, just took some like playing and working with. So it's definitely doable. You know, this isn't the worst palette, and I do like little quads. I like how just like easy that is. Like you literally could just like take like the whole like Juvia's Place collection, write all 4 of those quads, and like take them with you on vacation. Like easily create any looks for any time and just go, because they've got like different options. So really like that. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Alright, and that is it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please do give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoyed this video, as well as that lets YouTube know that you enjoy this type of content. So it definitely helps out my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you guys have been here a few times and you still have not yet hit that subscribe button, but you keep coming back, just go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you like testing eyeshadow palettes, ranking eyeshadow palettes, doing unboxings, hauls, things like that, then definitely make sure you guys are subscribing. I also do tons of like shop my stashes, using up makeup, empties, things like that. So definitely subscribe, click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.